Hi, this is praios, and for some reason we don't see camera. Now we do. Very good. Yeah. Hello and welcome to my stream. Today we look into some 20k cash game highlights from GG, as it seems. And yeah, very thrilled about that already. And yeah, let's jump into it. The original content is from JNandezPoker. Thank you for that. And yeah, let's get into it. And yeah, as always, we got Poker Trainer with us. If spots come up where we don't know what to do, we probably will find the answer with the help of this program. And yeah, links are in the description or on my Twitch about page if you want to get this tool to boost your game to the next level. But now, finally, we can get into the video.
Cold calling 3-bets. We do 3-bet aces and get cold called by a real Rambo. And then back raised by Trish. We're all in. Big pot. Can we win with aces? One time we have diamonds. We run into other aces in King 977.
If this hand looks not interesting at all. But yeah, let's
Over
continue.
here, I will raise it up with ace, king, queen.
What the fuck is this raise? That's not a pot raise. I think you want to go for pot if you raise it. I mean, the thinking might be that you just want to isolate Rambo, but yeah, still, I don't like it. By the way, are you hearing me? Yeah, I think so.
Queen 4. We get called by...
We might have to get rid of the chat window. Yeah, I think so. How do I do this? This? Nope, that was the wrong one. Yep. Because otherwise we cannot see
multiple players.
all the things that are going on.
$42,000 in the middle, and we plop top pair and then a flush draw. And
top pair, not flush draw, and overcards. You know, looks like a decent hand, especially given the pot to stack ratio.
actually, I will just pot it at this point.
Sounds like a decent plan.
There's a jam, maybe by 2 pair.
He snap jams in, so I would be a bit scared, but not too scared. Let's see what he got.
Hopefully by a draw. Hopefully not by a set. There's a set and a flush draw. Jesus.
JNandez getting crushed. Yeah, unlucky.
Looking for a diamond. Running boats. This is a diamond. We take the cash out. And...
what the fuck? You really just took the cash out? He's giving money away to GG? What the fuck?
Could have gone for the running it out actually, but we take that a nice...
maybe he's too scared. When he's playing 10k PLO, he's getting scared. He's also buying in short, so... what the fuck? I mean, he's a professional poker player. Why the fuck should you ever take this option where you lose like 2%? The long run, if you do it too often, you will lose so much EV. So yeah, don't do this ever.
Pot. We'll call over here.
Yeah, standard defense, good flop. Checking to, I guess to, definitely not to check fold, but yeah, check his side.
That's pretty clean flop. So basically we will check call the flop and then take it from there and just call down basically no matter what. Obviously. Great spot.
Yeah, he plays it slow. Ace is not a great card, but yeah, obviously still checking and trapping.
It just turned a little bit worse, but also my opponent is going to turn a lot of showdown value on this ace that he doesn't have to turn into a bluff. So we might see some check. See a third pot size bet makes a lot of sense. But we're not going to raise. Like if I had ace deuce, maybe we would go ahead and raise sometimes.
I think I really like a raise here. I mean, he's betting small, which could be for free showdown with something like ace something, ace king, whatever. And he looks very weak taking this line, and JNandez could be bluffing at this, putting him on a weak hand. So I actually like a raise to build the pot and to get it in by the river.
But not like this. And
is he just calling the river or is he shoving in? That's an interesting question what we want to do. I mean, ace deuce is beating us, aces beat us, jacks beat us. 7-7 that somehow got to the river this way beats us. What worse hands are gonna call if we raise now? I mean, he's betting 3 streets, so he has to have something. And if he's bluffing, we don't extract more value by raising, so this is actually tough.
we have an easy call.
He's just calling. I actually think calling might be the right decision. Let's see what he has got. Oh, aces. So his line saves a lot of money. My line would cost me the entire thing. Whatever. I still think turn raise is very good here. Just unfortunate that he ran in such a good hand.
I mean, I guess the turn wasn't that great, but also we kind of lost the minimum based on the bet sizing. At 100, 200, we are all in with a 4-bet.
Yeah, all in the faces, easy peasy.
6k in for the double suited aces, 12k pot.
It also looks like he's playing games he should definitely not be in. I mean, the losest guy is this real Rambo, but he's just playing 40% of hands, and yeah, the rake is just enormous. We take like one big blind, so yeah, I wouldn't playing there unless I had a very favorable deal with GG, which he might have. I mean, he's a sponsored pro. We don't know.
Against ace, king, queen, jack. One spin. Pretty deep.
Cash out. Come on, baby. Do it again.
Decent flop. Sweaty turn.
Still not cashing out.
Good river. This could be a big pot. But hey.
That's... he should remove these hands. That's just not interesting at all. It's just boring to see aces. They usually play itself. Okay, what happens here?
Hey, if your rake, if your PBI is extremely fucked, like you might be in a different spot. Again, it really depends. It's individually different, and you have to do your due diligence to understand your environment. You know. Okay, we have top set. It's not too bad of a start, obviously. And we'll start off with this. Not really sure what to do in the turn. There are 3 straights possible. We don't block any of them. There are obviously also hearts possible.
Yeah, I mean, three straights possible, but how many of these are calling the flop? So the real danger here is king queen, which he could have. But I would continue to bet.
I don't really think that king queen necessarily shoves the flop. The real issue that I have is that I don't have hearts, and also that the pot is already so big. So this is a little bit of a shitty spot because...
yeah, definitely not a great spot.
I think he actually is going to have a straight pretty often, but regardless, I can't get away from my hand. If the pot would be a little bit smaller or had more stack, I think I would play this a little bit different and check. Hate the idea that I don't have a straight blocker, honestly. I could also check and try to induce, but again, given how deep we are, I don't think that's the...
I like the bet.
Way to go. We're just too shallow. We don't want to see a snap jam here at all. Yeah. Gotta get lucky sometimes, you know? Sometimes we gotta get lucky. It's probably gonna cash out, so we're gonna run it one time. And then the rest is history, guys. If I lose this pot, probably not gonna keep playing the 1-2 game.
Yeah, little fish.
What are we looking for? Like a
What the fuck is he doing? Why is he wasting his time and just click call?
10. I like the card 10 in general. Like,
I mean, he could even be ahead. I mean, what is his opponent doing if he has like Jack, Jack, Queen or some shit?
10 is a nice card. 10 would be a nice card for 30.
Wow. One has a monster. Yeah, sometimes that's how it goes. Let's see if he can get lucky.
It's gonna cash out, I think. Let's see. 10 ball. Ace!
Dudum. He wins one.
Imagine he goes for the cash out. We hit the quads. Imagine once. Imagine. That would be so sick. Or just like the deny. Like just run it once. We hit an ace on the river, you know? Talking about taking a shot. We have 8-7-5-4. We
Cold calling a 3-bet. This junk. Is he? Let's see the pre-flop action again. Not sure if he's actually cold calling. No, he's open raising. This might be questionable. I mean, he's more at 50 than at 100 BBs, and these type of hands don't play great with these stack sizes. Let's see. Do we want to open raise? You're not UTG, right? Let's see again. And I see he called a raise from UTG. Is it the case though? What actually happened? It would be very interesting to know the pre-flop action. Trish could have limped and he raises. But the other most likely one is Trish raised and it's up to him. Now let's see what he's supposed to do. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a fold. I think it's a fold, to be honest. Not an expert with Shadow War stacks, though. Looks like calling or even re-raising is the way to go. Okay. Interesting. So he did this right, and I guess, yeah, once this action happens, you definitely have to get in and gamble.
shot. We have 8-7-5-4. We call the squeeze.
Let's gamble. Okay. 5. That's quite annoying. 2 backdoor flush draws, gut shot, and bottom pair. Check fold, I guess.
A little bit something. So the S pair is 1. We have bottom pair, double gutter, and 2 backdoor flush.
I mean, he might decide to just jam it in, but he's so fucked against so many hands, so I would check and fold. Although, what's the UTG range? I mean, UTG could have hit this hard. Rambo, I mean, it would help a lot if we knew how Rambo is playing and what his 3-betting range looks like. So if it's tight and the UTG range is tight too, it might also actually, with the fold equity we got, reasonable to trying to steal here and just pot it. Either way, I would either would check or pot it. But what do I want to do here? Just check. Give it up.
So we can't get away from this hand, and given that we are the shortest stacked player, I feel like we want to shove. Thing though is like if I check and it goes jam jam, I actually think that we have a fold.
Against Jam, it's definitely a fold. So he wants to go for the jam. I mean, I don't hate it, as already described before. But checking and calling against one guy, I'm not sure how much I like this.
But let me just think this a little bit true. So I can jam or I can check. I actually don't think we can check. This is too good with like the pressure. Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is that you put real Rambo, if he has something like aces, into a really, really, really tough spot, because he has one more guy behind, and you might get him to fold aces with this crappy shit thing. So yeah, it's not a bad play. I'm not sure what to do here actually. I don't hate it. Yeah, let's see what happens.
Yeah. Double gutter is just too much. I mean, if you have a different.
Oh, he has a double gutter. Okay. Yeah, then forget about everything I said. Double gutter is actually too much, and yeah, potting has to be the play.
Stack, things are different.
I thought we just have a gut shot, so sorry for that, dude, guys.
But as it stands, we got a jam. Or we take it down right on the
Wow,
spot.
snap fold.
Accept the pain basically, and then push through it. That's what I mean, you know, like when you wake up the next day and you just punted away 10 stacks, like where do you find the clarity and the courage and the motivation to just go back and say, fuck it, man. I'm still here, you know, like I still have a role.
After he won some pots, he now is like very euphoric and thinks he's the king of the world. Yeah. Let's see how this develops. I would call, by the way.
I still have my mental capacity. I still have a dream. I'm gonna push through and do this now. Like, where do you take that from, essentially? You know, and that comes deep within. So you have to, you have to cultivate that and envision yourself like doing these things and being that person, becoming that person. And then when you wake up in the morning and you have all.
It sounds a bit like Bruce Lee. Be like water, my friend. Okay, I think you probably want to see him too, so let's do it this way.
Those things in your mind, that's what mindset is, you know, like you wake up and you realize, holy shit, like I had all this fucking pain.
If you're wondering why I'm cupping that much, I'm just recovering from Corona, so you should be very thankful and definitely smash a like and thanks that I'm here for you, although a bit sick.
But it doesn't matter because I have an actual like vision. I see myself, you know, moving through the stakes and like beating these players, and this is what I really want. And then you just.
Maybe he started to take drugs at some point. I mean, it sounds like that.
Do it anyway, you know, like even though you know that you're exposing yourself to potential losses and fucking depressive states again, you know, like you're still doing it anyway because the dream is bigger than the pain. Like, and when you go through all this, then
please stop talking.
You start to sort of like feel less and less pain after a while. Because again, because the dream is bigger, the desire is bigger.
What sort of big dreams should this fucking playing poker thing be?
Than the pain that you feel, essentially. That's the easiest way for me to explain it, essentially. Over on this table at 1-2, we raised pre to 700, got 2 callers, flop 2 pair and a straight against re-rumble. We're not going to raise the flop.
Yep, not raising. With the non-nut straight is the line the solver prefers.
We'll just call. And then try to do the impossible.
Very bored.
Yeah, that's like an insta pot and turn is not what we want to see. There are obviously some bluffs possible here. Let me think about this. Over here, I think I want to fold actually against the insta.
He wants to fold that? No. Oh, that's... yep. Ooh. That's... But what happened here? He straddled. What's a bigger open race and he comes back over the top. No idea if you can fold this thing. Also have no sims for this. I think... probably not. I wouldn't fold, but yeah. It's probably Wayne.
Part of the turn. With my specific hand also like blocking some of the.
It sucks that I can't see the buttons anymore. Where do I want to put myself? JNandezPoker's chat sounds like a good idea. Do we have anything in our chat? No. Okay, let's continue.
Flush draws. Here I will call after raising against the thingy there.
That's a flop.
And on the other table we will fold actually against the pot size bets. Shit man, the river was a queen.
Wow, he folded against Rambo. What? He had the full house redraw too? Let's see what. Oh, well, this is good and bad at the same time. I mean, his opponent could be at having like blocker. He could have like 2-pair and a flush draw. Could have a double flush draw. That's tough spot for sure. Just thinking if I want to would have called or not. I mean, what are people doing with stuff like King Jack, Queen Jack, and shit with a flush draw too, or like Ace King, Ace Queen with a flush draw. So gotcha. And I mean, it depends on what player type this Rambo dude is, but yeah, I could imagine calling down to. Let's get back to where we were. You've hit like the monster flop.
Queen, it's pretty brutal. But it's a good fold, I think.
Wow.
We get it in against aces.
We got really lucky.
We run it twice. Sounds reasonable. And we win the first. Oh man, we chop. A lot of equity there, but obviously pre-flop we were also behind. So here we have 10 big blinds basically. Because there's a straddle of 200, we have bad kings. So basically,
yeah, if it's folded to him, shove it in.
We will jam, and especially now there's 600 in the middle. Let's see what happens though. Okay, they all. Yeah, we gotta just do this basically.
I mean, what was it? Why is this guy limping? This could be a trap, and his land is complete rubbish. I mean, it's honestly complete rubbish. So if this guy could be trapping or has a tendency of doing so, I would fold. But yeah, standard probably is still to get it in. Although you're not doing great. Although it's kings, you're not doing great with rainbow kings against anything.
Over here we will call a 3-bet. I guess running into aces again. Okay.
Also not sure about the pre-flop raise. How deep? Maybe like 50 BB. So this is configured probably or properly already. So let's see. This is a raise or not. I mean, anyways, it's probably not a big mistake. Always good to check. Fold. Okay, raise. Ah, okay, it depends if it's the suit is to the king and the queen or to the king and the jack, and it's to the jack, and to the jack he should fold. But yeah, you see, it's a tough decision. Close one.
To get the money in. It's a little bit unfortunate with this spot. No club in my hand. Here, Oscar jams versus my ISO thing.
Okay, he was sort of trapping, but with a hand against which we actually do fine.
Yes, queen, queen, 7-7. Strong hand, obviously. Run it twice. And that's a good first one. Over here, we will call in a second in case we're going to win this one. Oh. Yeah, in case.
Maybe all in, top pair.
Like in case you guys are playing here against me.
Looks like this guy has aces basically always.
By the way, like, I hope you guys are not too annoyed that I take my time, but I also want to show these spots on stream and can't do that if I just like insta click OK in the S and go everywhere. This is pretty bad so far. Yep, we're going to lose this one. This could be a big pot. We see a 1K open and a call. We only have 10K, quote unquote, only 50 big blinds basically. So the money goes in. We're also double suited. Gonna make it 4,200 here in a moment. Check.
No, that's a great spot with ace king king.
We are good. And obviously with the ace king king, we don't want to get back raised. We haven't been back raised.
Good flop. Gut shot too. One backdoor flush draw.
We're all in. Good flop. Good called. The queens could.
Yeah, that's a very good spot. Let's see if we can
go for the cash out or running it twice against grass. Viz, I mean,
did they change something? And the cash out now is neutral EV, or is he just a retard? I can't imagine that a site that is trying to make so much money like GG will make this neutral EV, so it's probably just retarded to click cash out, but looks like he will do it.
Gonna go for the cash out this time, but it's a big pot. But should we, shouldn't we? Who knows? King king 4-3. I think. I mean, it will just be a call, and then this thing here will be 3-bet. King king 4-3.
Yeah, looks standard. This looks like a tough spot if your opponent bets.
Pretty disappointing flop. We cannot stack off here, so we will have to fold against the pot size bet, which is probably coming. Check.
Check. Check two?
I mean, we gladly take that free card. King! It's a 5. Well, that's going to either make us more money or lose us some more money, because we cannot fold the 5. Is there any type of strategy for these types of no limit?
What to do now? I mean, I wouldn't hate if he bets now. Or like sort of free showdown and protection and things.
Limit tournaments? Yes, there's plenty in the PLO Mastermind. PLOmastermind.com, guys. You can learn more about no limit Omaha post flop. Also PLOtrainer.io or PLOtrainer.app. You can learn more about these ranges, because we do have.
He bets smallish and like
sims for the exact structure that GG has, with the pot size, where the pot size race in tournaments does not include the antes. So we go for 1/3. We get called. We go for free showdown. We might lose.
I wouldn't even hate if you bet small again. I think we win. Unless he has aces, but I still think we win probably, but yeah. It's just safer route to check back. As I said, thin value. And he probably calls again for third pot or something.
No, we win 8,000. Close to it. Talking about cold calling 3-bets. We do 3-bet aces and get cold called by a real Rambo.
Yeah, good spot to get the money in.
And then back raised by Trish. We're all in. Big pot. Can we win with aces? One time we have diamonds. We run into...
Oh, getting crushed. No, Rambo has the edge against both of these guys as they both have aces.
Other aces in King 977. He has a straight. We need a king, otherwise we're fucked. Just the king. $41,000 in the middle. King 977, the dream. We have two outs. Only the king, basically. Very nice. Very nice. We get fucked at the end. In the 100, 200, we limped aces this time. Race against the ISO.
Yeah, I mean, look at the pot to stack ratio. Taking off.
It's a good enough flop to jam. Cash out or run it once, or what are we gonna do, guys? 2 times sounds good.
Cash out and then this is
Hold the first
name now.
Ah, come on, dude. Let me win one pot against this guy. Well, we have double suited aces one more time. Okay, so that's gonna be the last hand of the stream.
Now
700
he can win a pot
open
against the dude.
Are we gonna see another cold call of a 3-bet?
But he might, yeah, force him out of the pot by 3-betting.
By a real Rambo. Or are we gonna win?
Bad position to be at if and no one sits here. But out of position against the fish is never good.
Finally, a nice pot with the double suited aces, diamonds and hearts. 2,300 it is. Real Rambo with the fold. Hung in the tank. Makes the call. We have top set. Top set.
Easy
top
continuation,
we have
my
no
friend.
blocker, no spade, no clubs. It's gonna be a potting situation here.
Gets called.
Jesus.
Fuck. That's not the turn he was looking for, but yeah, I mean, we have 5k left. See what happens. But yeah, hate the turn card.
We will still shove because he has King Jack 10 in the range as well with backdoor clubs and whatnot, so we will still shove. And if we had more behind, we would not shove. We might check, but as it stands, we have to shove and hopefully get lucky because he's gonna have a lot of spades. Like, he calls to sort of whiff the board pair. Well, let's see if we can hit the river. See if we can hit a pairing card. Hasn't called yet.
He's tanking. That's
he might not have a flush.
sign.
Oh wow, he folds like a straight draw. A river would have been pair up. So we do win a pot. Cool. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We are out for today/tonight.
Okay, looks like we're out. Yeah. As I said, as you already said, I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, hope you learned something. Yeah, we'll stream again soon. So keep your eyes open for my content. Yeah, if you want to sign up for this nice program or anything else that is useful to make you a better poker player, all this is linked below. Yeah, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, all this good, healthy things. Bye-bye.